we weren't seeing ourselves as going out and trying to convert them into the church. We were responding to people who found themselves on the journey, and it was kind of like, what do we do? The CH Network began and exists to respond to people who were being drawn to the church.
They want to keep going deeper, and they've come to believe that the Catholic Church is at least not what they might have previously thought she was. They want to know more. And because we've been through that journey, because we came home to the Catholic Church, the network is here to support them.
When a pastor calls, quite often, just this week I talked to a pastor, a Lutheran minister, and when we started talking, his voice was even shaking. He has a hunger to enter the Catholic Church, but he doesn't know how to go about it. He doesn't know what the future holds for him. And he told me, he said, "You're the first person I've been able to voice this to."
It didn't start from the presumption like that those Baptists over there, unless they become Catholic, they're going to go to hell. It wasn't that. It wasn't that kind of an evangelistic thing. It was like that Baptist minister said, "Oh no, what am I going to do?"
Even when we don't have all the answers, them being able to express their fears and apprehensions and their desires lifts a weight off their shoulders quite often.
How do you say it? How do you start it? It came really out of an angst of finding people, and then finding more and more of us caught in this really weird situation that you couldn't talk to anybody about. I'm a Protestant minister thinking about becoming Catholic. What am I going to do? And nobody was sympathetic or could understand why you would even do that. Catholics didn't understand it. Protestants didn't understand it. Our families didn't understand it. Our friends didn't understand it. So the reason for the Coming Home Network was to connect in with people that understood.
For a long time, the Coming Home Network has had, in various forms, an online community element to the network. I mean, back from the old days till it was like, bulletin board, old time forums, now to, a pretty sophisticated kind of internal social network with almost 2,000 members on it now. And it's a powerful piece of the work because, so many people who come to us, precisely the reason they're looking for something like the Coming Home Network is because they don't know other people who have made this journey. They're coming from a Lutheran background or a Methodist background or a Presbyterian background, or maybe just a general non-denominational evangelical background. And they're making this weird journey, oftentimes alone, and they don't really have anybody to talk to about it. And so to have a way using the internet for them to come into community with other people who have made that journey or who are still on that journey, a place that's safe, that's faithful, where they can meet other Christians and have those conversations. That's what we have wanted to provide, and what we do provide through our online community.
There are sympathetic ears there, and sympathetic hearts who will help them, will listen to them, and will encourage them.
Our staff maintains it and guards it, moderates it, but it's really the other members that make it something special. It's that people are wanting to share their stories, share the journey, pray for one another, encourage one another. And we've seen just some wonderful interactions on there, wonderful situations of people sharing their stories, again, people sharing their prayer requests, people who bring a question that they think they have to be the only person who's ever asked this weird question or experienced this strange, unique situation. And there's always somebody else who says, that's me too. I know exactly what you're talking about. And then they can share from their journey and give that person encouragement and pray for them.
The most fulfilling part of my job is to being able to help people, to be able to be there when people need encouragement, guidance, answers to their questions, just to be able by the grace of God, to be an ear for someone when they need someone to talk to.
We never wanted to stop short of an authentic, surrendering conversion to Jesus Christ. That's why from the beginning of the Bible to the end, one way or the other, the Lord says, I don't want sacrifice. I want your heart. So it's not enough just to become a Catholic, to start looking like a Catholic, to do all the Catholic things, because a person could convert to the church and become a bad Catholic. You've got to be an authentic, converted Catholic who surrendered your life to Jesus Christ and not just jump through the hoops. And so that's, I think, why also the other work that the Coming Home Network, beyond telling stories, is to fill in the gaps, to make certain people don't miss the central thread of the story, which is about surrendering to Jesus Christ.